Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. Today is May the 10th. It is a wonderful Saturday and my Saturday off for the weekend after my work. So I am working to relax and I really need to relax because right now I would have streamed this so this is 9:40 right now. I would have streamed this at about like maybe the 8 block or so, but now I'm 2 hours late because when I was, well, first and foremost, the heck? I think my refrigerator didn't shut it all the way. Give me 2 seconds on this, y'all. Okay, we're good. But fact is, I was gonna say in my Discord, I was cooking my dinner. I said, alright, I'll just stream after my dinner. And then I had the worst toothache of all time while having dinner. And it was not conducive to my health at all. I had to lie down for a good little bit because I just did not feel good in any retrospect. And to be fair, I still am not feeling that good necessarily. Like, I can stream enough, but like, there's pain in the top left or so. I can still drink water and whatever, stuff like that or so, but like, I just felt it badly. I don't know why it's done that much. So, I'll get to yapping after we do the little intro stuff and after I feel my feet again. Okay. Why was I pressing Z? So... Figure my controls again. Figure my controls. Figure your controls out, Cruzy, and jump into the very obvious thing that's gonna kill you. Do it again. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling myself out again when it comes to it because there's no reason for me to have done it that way. But I am really just trying to hold my breath right now. Hi, Sunny. I hope you're doing well today. How you doing, sister? How you doing? Yeah, it's Cruzy Celeste power today. How am I gonna get around that? What am I supposed to do there? Exactly. Because I'm gonna have to burn my dash. And once there's a way for me to get up and around, which I think that's what the game's telling me, to just climb around it. But I hope you're doing well. As I've been treating you fine enough. Did I not actually climb around here? Yeah, that kind of seems like I'm just gonna be stuck there. What am I supposed to do here exactly? In screen transitions? Like, there's nothing here. Unless I'm supposed to dash or so. Oh! Is that actually tech? My dash refreshes on screen transition. Well, I'm getting told tech. Alright, there you go. Thank you, Happy. But yeah, like, going back to it, I would have streamed earlier, but this toothache was really bad. Now, to be fair, I think I know what's going to be coming with it, because... So, this isn't exactly doomsaying, thank goodness, when it comes to for my health in the future. Because I remember having to get a root canal on the right side of my mouth. In essence, I had fillings in like the corners of my mouth just because I chewed on ice way too much as a kid, I believe, and that's what really started cracking my teeth. So I had fillings there, and they had kept having to fill it more and more and more back then, to where at the point where it's like it was literally like there's so much of a hole that they had to do a crown and a root canal, in essence, basically, on the right side. They said they'd be watching my left side. And the problem now is that the right side's completely good, but the left side, they just said they monitor it, and they'll just discuss it with me on my next checkup in June. We're still in May now, and I haven't necessarily had anything glaringly bad with it, but, keyword, this is like the first real big pain I've had. And to be fair, I kind of feel like a little bit of I just like a little divot if I put my tongue to where my tooth is. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but like, it's not like I don't feel like there's anything like gonna hit my gums necessarily, but this is the first time where I've had a bad toothache. At the very least, it was from eating. I wasn't eating anything hard, and I don't crunch the ice anymore ever since my crown or root canal. But like, I'm thinking that's just saying, alright, it's gonna be on the line in the future. And I'm gonna be broke as crap once I have to pay dental fees again. Alright, Mr. Oshio, I'm pretty sure that was your name. Welcome! May I help you? Are you a ghost? Oh, so I said hi to you, Sunny, but I don't think I actually asked, how are you, sister? How are you? Can you believe that it's only 2 weeks till MomoCon and I get to show off my cosplays again? How many people do you think are gonna actually recognize me as Pocket Deadlock compared to last time around? A ghost? Don't be silly. I am the concierge of this fine establishment. Welcome to the world-renowned Celestial Resort Hotel. Mr. Oshiro. Oshiro, not Oshio. At your service. Yes, one day. This is finally picking up. How long will you be staying with us? Oh, I'm just passing through. I'm climbing the mountain. Do you have a back exit? A back exit? Just passing through? This will not do. You know I can still hear you, right? In any case, our rear service door is reserved for hotel staff only. However, our top floor presidential suite features a world-class view of the peak. Yes, you'll be quite comfortable up there. Maybe I could get one on the roof there and climb down from the back. Presidential suite, marvelous idea, Oshiro. What is your name for our records? I'm Madeline. But again, I'm really not interested in staying. Right this way, Miss Madeline. And the pages are damaged and missing. We'll never forget our time here. Or for more peace, thank you. Interesting. But I'm gonna see how that kind of pans in the future when it comes to it. If it, you know, I was gonna say, if it becomes a problem, or rather, we're monitoring it to see like how much of a problem it will be in the future, of course. That was bad, I hoped out, and I don't know why. And it wasn't like they said anything necessarily forthcoming. They said like if it gets worse, it will probably be a crown and then preventative measure before a root canal. So, hoping for the best and everything in between. And for those of you that don't know what those are for anything, if you've never had dental work, a crown is basically when they shaved out like, so a dental crown in essence is they are trying to protect the tooth that you are, they're trying to protect one of your teeth. What am I doing here? Another screen. 2 screens of work. A lot of screens of work. Is this telling me for the future? What are you telling me, game? This is what you're telling me. I can go up here. Metal. No! I didn't see that I could go through the spikes right there, so that's a might be moment. But yeah, like, so a crown is when they are trying to be preventative in protecting your tooth in a way or so. So it's potentially, this is a B-side. I can't reach it from this side, but but that's the B-side that I can hit to. Copy that. But yeah, a crown is when they're trying to be preventative in protecting your tooth's longevity, because it might be, you know, you might, like, let's say, yeah, you've been chewing ice too much, or like a filling's about to fall out to the point to where you, like, it will actually be a danger and you won't be able to, or they can't fill it anymore just because the hole's too big or anything like that, because that was like my case, for example. I was too much specific. So, what they do instead is that they shave the tooth all the way down, that way it can't be infected with any cavities if any more may come by or so, and they put, oh. I could have just grabbed strawberry there, and I don't know why I didn't. Have I screwed myself over? No, I can make the jump without using my dash. You're okay, Cruzy. You're just a little frazzled in the head right now as you're yapping on. Good job, sister. Nope. I need to drop again to refresh my stamina, please. But they shaved the tooth down, and they put what is, yeah, the crown. It's exactly as it sounds, a crown, or basically a hat on your tooth, to where it just goes over it. They fits it into place, and ensure that you will not, and ensure that you just won't be chewing on it anymore, without at least any meaningfulness, I guess, is the best way to put it then. Because because at that point then you're not supposed to have anything sticky necessarily, not supposed to have like any type of gum, if you can help it, or anything of that retrospect or so. Keep it in place, because otherwise the crown might just fall out on its own again, and that's kind of your own fault, really, where they'll have to fix it again, and that's its own kit and caboodle of problems. A root canal is when it's already deep enough into, or is like when you already have enough of a cavity problem to where it could potentially. Okay, so that's what that is. To where it's already maybe hitting the nerves of your teeth, or like your gums rather. So what they have to do is drill into your gums themselves, and yeah, drill into your. What am I supposed to do to get up there? What I'm wondering. And also that puts me at the beginning of the street. Oopsie. They drill into your gum themselves, and they basically kill the nerves. That way, there's no infection onwards. And like, quote me on this if I'm wrong. I pressed down instead of up for whatever reason, but I'm pretty sure that's how those two procedures are. But it's also been a good 1.5 years since I last had them or so. But in essence, a crown is a preventative measure to prevent it from being a root canal, where we basically have to say kill the nerve on the tooth because it's not going to get any better. We're trying to salvage the tooth at that rate, you know. Nice job, Cruzy. I was trying to think to myself, which I saw the B-side, but how do I get to that B-side? Because I noticed I already passed it then. I noticed I already passed the way I did to the B-side, but I'm not going to worry myself too much. If I find a little secret passageway so that I can get to, then I'll just get to it on my own. Had to try dashing into it now. Okay, I'm just gaslighting myself with seeing that little part of geometry in the screen. Yeah, alright. Don't mind it, Cruzy. Don't mind it for now. But I'm hoping that I don't have to get a root canal at that point then, because I've talked about it with my parents before, especially for the left side since it's monitoring. And they said like we could get a preventative crown on my last visit on January. But they said we can just monitor it. And my parents want to err on the side of they might be upcharging us, monitoring it. So I'm like, if I have another, I was on the side of like, I guess, and considering how my dad has had tooth work a lot before, I can understand where it's coming from, but I feel like this phase is really bad, and this is when I'm out in the apartment and I don't have any leave immediately on my hands. So if I get another bad toothache, I might just call my dad and say, hey, I might just go in to the dentist and just say, this needs to be done right now, because otherwise I am straight up not having a good time. You know? I'm just saying. Alright. Please follow me closely, Miss Madeline. The elevator's just down the hall. The hotel is in pretty rough shape. Is it really open for business? Of course we're open! The Tuscany Resort Hotel would never close during prime tourism season. Shape? What did she mean by that? Oh, please allow me to carry your luggage. My bag? No thanks, I'll keep it. Very well. What a peculiar guest. In fact, I already did collect all the stuff before. So if I need to come back to the chapter to hit the B-side, then I will. No big deal. I pressed C instead of X. But here's the hoping on that end. Because otherwise, like, I would say it's like, my dental history's been a lot more spick and span compared to, like, my sister, for instance. or my brother when it comes to it, because they both had to have, what's his face? Both had to have braces in their time and day, and I had straight enough teeth that I never needed to have braces, so in my parents' own words, that just goes to the college fund, baby. Yeah, baby girl, free college money for me in essence. That is a dash strawberry, so no dashing. Nice, good job, Cruzy. Hello. The door around. Why did I jump into that? Oh, because you're not a good gamer, Cruzy. That is kind of good. The Wallwood Ways of Doom? I guess so. Wait, I don't know what to exactly code these enemies as. I'll be honest with you though, like if it's, you know, a ghostly hotel, say, you know, I loosely at least know how the game is. Are they like Dust Bunnies or something like that or so? So like, they all have eyes, you know? You can kind of see that. That's just kind of what I'm seeing out of them. But yeah, otherwise, I've had pretty spotless enough dental record. I've never had to have, like, I've never had to go to the orthodontist for any braces or anything like that, or so I've never had any other work, like extensive work rather. Fillings were there, but it's like as a kid, you don't think about the dental fillings that you have. They're just kind of like there at most. You don't think about it as much as if you see somebody with braces, because that's at least like, you know, more visible. If I'm going to put it to a science, then I guess. Oh, Dust Bunnies of Doom. Or Walls of Doom. Here we go. Hello. What am I doing? But also, hi, Rena. How you doing tonight, sister? Dash a little bit lower then. Good job. Yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna hope that it's not gonna be anything too, let's say, serious. They need me to not use the wall right here, because I can press my jump anyway, but I can still climb around. That was an early dash, that was a very bad one. Failed to stream, but otherwise good. Looking forward to the strawberry game. Yeah. I really am debating on maybe putting out a little bit more of like a friend's self-promotion channel, thinking about it now in the cruise ship, because of the fact that I want my friends to be able to promote themselves. No, I bounced off of it instead of going all the way up. I want my friends to be able to promote themselves, but even though it technically goes against one of my rules, the rule was more in place for the people. The rule was more in place for the people when that would just only join Discords and only use the self-promote channel and not actually like interact with the community as a whole. That was the purpose. I did it again. That was the purpose of why I put the no self-promotion rule. But if it's gonna be people like you or D3, like if Crimson streams again or so, then I'm going to be absolutely more comfortable. I was not a straight dash. Now it's going to be more comfortable with saying, hey, you guys can go ahead, promote yourselves a little bit here. I want to support my friends, and I am not doing this fast enough. Gotta go faster? Yeah, it kind of seems like it. Also, I am kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say absent-mindedly playing the game. That was, I got it, but I drifted too much. But this is a nice comfort enough. Because unlike Juvenasi Recollection, I can kind of autopilot on these sections here, because it's really my execution, which is the problem, of course, when it comes to, as opposed to, why is there a little alcove down here? Nothing much. Okay. No, I gotta do this. Actually, no, I already got the strawberry, so we're fine. Actually, no. But compared to Juvenasi Recollection, where it's both a platformer and a puzzler, that is actually asking for pain on myself, because I have to both figure out the solution and puzzle things out, which is not good for my health at all, of course. Nice job, Cruzy. Nice job, nice job. Whereas here, I can figure out the conceit with the level, and then it's just all about actually getting my execution off. Nice. Good job, good job, good job. I mean, I was just gonna say, can I dash that far? Not necessarily, and that's also not what you're supposed to do at all. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I'm just hoping that I don't have to go through anything too major or so, or rather, I just hope that the checkup is just kind of like, hey, just a crown, and I can just be in and out. So otherwise, like for the root canal, I have to go to a specialist, an endodontist. And it wasn't necessarily bad or so, but you know, it's a whole nother part out of my days. I have to go to it. Yeah, I had to get the recommendation or whatever out from my dentist and all about it. Schedule things with them, and the whole process, the root canal took like a good 2 months or so, and then getting the crown after the root canal was like another 2 months that it took, and it wasn't necessarily the best because dentist time works differently from regular time, but that's just life. It's really just stress over my head, like, you know, lingering over my head of knowing this is something coming up. Miss Madeline, I must really implore you to keep up. I'm running a world-class establishment here. I don't have time to wait around for meandering guests. You really don't have to wait for me. I'm just looking for a way through this place. Monsieur, you idiot! The customer is always right. Business is finally picking up and you lose your temper? Oh, of course, Miss Madeline. My sincere apologies. I was out of line. Please feel free to explore at your leisure. Hello, Crimson. That was chapter 3. I found a good amount of secrets. I saw like where I can find the B-side to it so far, but like nothing really too much more than, you know. But otherwise, I've found like a good amount of alcoves whenever it comes to it so far, and nothing too bad necessarily. Don't know if that's further along. I don't want to talk to Mr. Oshiro though. Oh wait, no, I can't even access the key, so that probably is. Yeah, no, that is definitely where you're supposed to go. Hey there, brother. Oh, the clutter's out of control. When did this happen? I don't even know where to begin. Mr. Oshiro, do you run this whole place by yourself? He needs a maid. He needs a maid, but there's already a ghost maid, and that's Mint Phantom. If you want a VTuber ghost maid, not me. You're right, Miss Madeline. I'll never sort this mess out alone. It's hopeless. That's not what I meant. Just breathe, Mr. Oshiro. Breathe. There's total spring cleaning. Oh, more than order. But I can help. You're too kind. But I wouldn't even bother. It's a lost cause. Okay, here's off the go around then. How long have you been running the hotel? Oh, quite some time now. Business has been slow. You must really love your work. Oh yes, Miss Madeline. In the hotel business, our passion is perfecting the delicate art of hospitality. A truly great hotel lives eternally in the cherished memories of our satisfied guests. That's the spirit. Let's get started on this mess. Can I still talk to you though? No. Okay, that's it. Which path will Cruzy take first? You're a ghost maid in a different way, aka you're a maid for a ghost? I suppose. I said, which path am I taking first? I mean, what? There was the one, there's the one right here, of course. The other one's opened up after I talked to him. I don't know if it was necessarily. But let's just do this like clockwise. Let's start top right and just go on from there, shall we? No, I do appreciate the little bits of bad seating when it comes to it or so, but I'll just have to see. So whenever you say things, it's like, ooh, I can't wait for this or so. Like, whenever people say that, I'm kind of like, are you setting me up for failure in a way? Too fast, too fast, too fast. Hello? Okay, it worked that time, suckers. Worked that time. Ah, too low, too low, too low. Need to try it more. Yeah, hope you're well tonight, Crimson. Once again, I am streaming this a little bit later than I would have liked, just due to the fact that of my toothache, which really was not the best. Now, once again, it has started simmering down for me. That was bad. I should have definitely had to jump there. But it's still... I need to just, like, jump off of it instead. Jump off of the side instead, I think. I'm sorry! But I'm doing better now, thank goodness. So, not suffering as much. Not suffering as much anymore now. So they kind of bots myself on this way now. We're fine, we're fine. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, I think that's what I want to do. I think I want to dash around, and let's just rest my jump on that side then. Good job, Crazy. Good job, good job. Everything's bad. Try not to do that, please. Yeah. Try to take it easy for what I can here. Interesting. Ah, things closed up again, eventually. Eventually. I mean, that's some of the butts. Let's search yours over here. I haven't even begun cleaning, and I feel a renewed lightness of spirit. That's the power of positive thinking. Actually, I cleared out some of the clutter for you. Oh yes, thank you, Miss Madeline. But please, relax and let the hotel staff handle it. Oh sure, you fool, you're losing her. Just don't want to spend their time cleaning. Are you okay? Yes, of course. This is the finest hotel you'll ever visit, you'll see. How could I let my problems pile up with this? Mr. Oshiro, it's okay if the mess is making you anxious. I still can't say it's not for the night, but I can help you before I leave. Please, you, Oshiro. I skipped the other part, but Alright. So, let's just keep going clockwise around. Bye! Probably cut things up a little bit on the YouTube side, because that's already been 30 minutes or so, and I want to keep my WOD going for whenever I get around to, what's his face? Hello, Theo! What are you doing here, brother? Theo! Are you a guest here too? Madeline, I am so happy to see you right now. I'm all about spooky mysteries, but this is getting too real. Have you talked to Mr. Oshiro? I think he could use some help. You think? He's a creepy old weirdo. I bet he's tweeting out as a nut to hide our bodies as we speak. I'm gonna crawl through this vent. It's blowing cold air in from outside. Come on. Mr. Oshiro's troubled, but I don't think he wants to hurt us. He just needs to clean up this mess. I want to help him. Madeline, that's very sweet, but this is dangerous. We need to get out of here and call an expert on creepy old dudes. We aren't prepared for this. I think I can get through to him. Go on ahead and I'll catch up with you later. Man, you're more stubborn than my sister. I thought that was impossible. Take care of yourself. Thanks, Theo. I'll see you outside. Nope. See you, brother. Also, I don't think I don't see... Oh. blocked off like this, then I don't want to be doing this path yet then, right? So technically, I actually want to maybe do another path. So let's go down instead. Well, we're trying to get rid of... We're trying to maybe get rid of the, like, the ground butts, necessarily. Is this the purple? Maybe? I don't know what to make of that. Let's switch up here. Hello? Oh no. 8-bit levels in any game ever. Alright, Cruzy. I guess we're doing this. I guess I'll cut the video real quick then.